Gamers, welcome into why vintage story ruined Minecraft for me. I will leave linked at the top of the description the OG video. Please go show this creator some love. They are sub 5K subscribers currently at the time of editing this video. This video is absolutely amazing. Even if you don't go watch this video before you come back and watch my reaction, please go drop them a sub and a like, and also possibly put this video tabbed in your browser. It would mean a lot to me. I'm sure it would mean a lot to the creator. The video will be the first link in the description. I forget if I said that yet or not. And also link to the description will be my Twitch stream. Feel free to come by sometime. It would be awesome to have you. I go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Also, fair warning, before we get into this reaction, I do yap a lot. So you have been warned. And if you do enjoy this reaction, feel free to drop a like and a sub. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Oh yeah, let's watch this.
2 words.
Why vintage story ruined Minecraft for me. Let's tap in by, was that by Fluffy? Floofy? Whatever they prefer. Chat. Here you go. Tap in on this dude's channel. Tap in on this video. Drop a like. If you want, tab it up in another page. Count as a view for them. If I upload this on my YouTube channel, the first link in the description will be this original video. Be sure to go show them some love, watch this video, and then come back here for my reaction if you want to hear my thoughts. Okay, let's get into it.
Minecraft, a game that absolutely blew me away every step of the way back in 2012 when I started playing. The idea that you could personally get your resources and craft them into something else was an absolute mind blower. Also, that one fire video. Cut down trees, turn them into planks, build a house, get into farming, keeping animals, making the house breathy, getting lost in cave systems, exploring infinite worlds, and nothing tops the feeling of wonder as the moment you spawn in the world for the very first time.
Oh my god. Dude, I will never forget when I was like 11 years old. I had Minecraft Pocket Edition, and back in the day, back in my day, it's kind of crazy to think that people born in like 2011, 2012, yeah, 2012 would have been then, or would have been when I was 11, are now old enough this year to have a Twitch account, by the way, and a YouTube account and stuff like that. Anyways, back then, they were different because, or the versions were different. So I couldn't play, like, it wasn't like real Minecraft. It was like a very, you know, Great Value-esque version of Minecraft. So all I wanted to do was play the real version of Minecraft. So it took me months and months and months, but I begged my parents, and then they finally, for Christmas, got me a cheap laptop, but it could run Minecraft. It was good enough to run Minecraft, because that was the thing. Minecraft, like, actually kind of, like, back then, kind of needed a little more juice than, like, you know, your very base model laptop, like a Chromebook. Back then, I don't even know if they had Chromebooks back then. I don't know when they, like, Chromebooks started to become like a real big thing. But yeah, dude, it had to be at least an okay laptop. So finally, I think actually maybe my parents and my grandparents went in on it together because we were broke. And then I was finally able to play it, bro. And oh my god, oh, I love that stuff. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm trying not to cuss in the beginning of the YouTube video, possible YouTube video. But yeah, and then I heard about Herobrine, and then I was terrified to play Minecraft. I was terrified to play Minecraft by myself for like 4 years after that, dude. I was like, dude, no, dude. What if he's there? I thought the cave noises were Herobrine. I was like, I'm out. I'd quit. Yeah, it was really bad. I really shouldn't have been exposed to that, honestly. But yeah, dude, don't even get me started about watching Minecraft on YouTube. I don't even really remember. Actually, I think it was one of my friends that put me onto Minecraft when I was like, probably like 11, like early 11, like literally had just turned 11 time. So basically 10 years old. And then I started watching on YouTube, any chance that I had the chance to get on internet. And that's why I would watch like Tobuscus and Sky Does Minecraft. And then that's what made me realize that I wanted to do like content myself. Because I'd always kind of like recorded myself and stuff. Like, we had an old VHS camera, and I'd like do like the little videos and stuff, and I was like, wait, I can play video games that entertain people? So yeah, I love Minecraft so much. Real, bro, real. We honestly got to tap in and get a realm or a server or something for all of Twitch chat to run up for like a week to 3 weeks and then get bored of it.
whole concept of Minecraft was absolutely captivating, but not everlasting, at least not for me. As I grew older and years went by, I started losing interest. The occasional 2 weeks Minecraft phase was...
Yeah, dude, when you get older, it's like, yeah, Minecraft's cool, and then you get into it for like a week, 2 weeks, you grind the hell out of it, you love it, and then it's like, okay, back on the shelf. That's kind of how Skyrim has been for me until recently when I started playing on stream. Is like, yeah, play the shit out of Skyrim for like almost a month and then like put it back on the shelf for like a couple years, then come back to it, mod it a little bit, and then go back at it. I've won every like 6 months. That's real as hell. Amar, welcome back. How did it go? And I have English class, so I will be lurking. Yo, thank you for the lurk. Go, appreciate you. But yeah, I'm really interested in Vintage Story because Vintage Story has been around for a little while now, right? I'm pretty sure. I want to tap in because it seems like a more brutal Minecraft. Me and my brother had a 2-month Minecraft phase before he went to uni. Only stopped our world because he went to uni. Oh, that's real, dude. Yeah, that's real.
Still there, of course, but it never really captured the same feeling. I started losing interest in my worlds faster and faster, getting bored of the stale progression, trivial survival mechanics, and generally didn't like the direction of Minecraft over all these years. Even modding didn't do it for me, even though some mods...
See, mods I haven't even tapped in yet. But I did play Vault Hunters back in the day with the homies when, you know, nobody knew that Iscal was a piece of shit. And that was cool. But again, it was like 2 weeks, maybe a month. It's almost 5 a.m. I've been in and out of sleep because my cat is being an ass. I had to put him in the kennel. Oh, I'm sorry, homie. Sorry I haven't been able to catch a honk shoot. Mod on Minecraft is life. Holy shit. Dude, see, that's how I feel about Skyrim and mods. If I'm going to play Skyrim now, I'm like, okay, well, let me turn this up. Let me tweak it just a little bit. Let me make it a little more modern. And then let me add in like all sorts of different crazy stuff into it low key that doesn't like destroy the story, adds to it a little bit maybe. Yeah.
Packs are pretty great. Not to mention each Minecraft update being more and more underwhelming, but that's pretty much a meme now. And so I began to wonder, is...
Hello Kitty DLC, what are you talking about? That's badass. The worst part of Bloodwork is going home and taking off the shit they banned you with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude.
Is there a game that could capture...
I've only had Bloodwork done once and literal tape. Yeah, dude. That's me with Minecraft. I tried to make a vanilla survival world, played for like 5 or 10 minutes and was like, yeah, this needs some work. This needs tuned up.
Sure, the older me the same way the old Minecraft did to my younger me, or something like that.
This editing's really good.
Native Copper Bitch. Vintage Story is unironically the reason for my 2-month YouTube hiatus. Hiatus. I must have spent like 150 hours with the game at this point, and there is so much to talk about that I don't even know where to begin. So excuse my occasional rambling and slight chaoticness of the video. Let's start from the basics. Vintage Story is...
Oh, thank God. I was going to say, because I don't know anything about this game at all, other than that it looks like Minecraft. And it's like harder than Minecraft.
An open-world crafting survival sandbox game focused more on the survival and realism aspect. The people responsible for Vintage Story were initially Minecraft modders who decided that making their own game would be easier than being constantly constrained by Minecraft's engine. That's also the reason why the game looks so similar to Minecraft with all the block stuff. Cool. So how's the game? We start off by selecting one of several playstyles. These are basically difficulty levels with certain features turned on or off, depending on how hard we want our survival to be. The game features cave-ins and widespread block gravity. Because apparently... Oh my god.
What?
That sucks. That could have sucked way more though. So I personally prefer to play on the standard one. Then we create our own character, which to me was a surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. And it's surprisingly in-depth given the genre of the game, which is everything from wacky hairstyles and voices to even character classes. I tried making my guy look like my YouTube avatar, but ended up with a blue Polish farmer man. After that, what do I do? Progression and survival in Vintage Story is very different despite looking like a modded Minecraft on shape.
Oh, good morning. Thank you so much for watching this far into the video. If you've gotten this far and you haven't already, be sure to drop a like and a sub. And if you really do enjoy your stay, like I said in the beginning of this video, feel free to stop by a Twitch stream. First link in the description. Enjoy the rest of the video. I appreciate you. When I was younger, I was obsessed with the Wither Storm because I had watched the interactive Netflix Minecraft thing and I modded my crusty iPad so well. And now I get confused when one mod on The Sims 4 is shitting itself. Don't even get me started on the modding experience on my Fallout 4 recently because Bethesda removed the in-game mod support, like the old mods just for the Creation Club, but they didn't like remove the mods from the game. They were still installed, so I had to go into the actual like game files, find them, and then mods weren't firing correctly still. So I said, oh man, dude, the amount that I did. That's why I have to play Fallout 4, because we literally did 2 streams of that one challenge, and then I was like, okay, we'll come back to Fallout 4 for another challenge. Oh nah, man. That was hell. And Skyrim can sometimes be quirky like that too, but way easier. That message was not an open to talk about your gay Skyrim, Chris. Well, it wasn't about Skyrim, motherfucker. Okay? It wasn't about Skyrim, it was about Fallout. So, yeah. Get mogged on. Enjoy your English class. Mogged on.
Punching trees does nothing, iron is considered a mid to late game resource, and you will not get chests or planks for the next 10 hours of the game.
That's so many boards. Oh my god, I can make so many things.
You are supposed to pick up sticks and stones and knap them into shape to make the first primitive tools. And that's the theme with this game. We start off basically as a hunter-gatherer, with stone spears and bonfires living in dirt huts, and progress through ages up to the Steel Age and live in medieval mansions. I mean, look at the builds people can make in this game, especially with the chiseling stuff you can do. Yeah, there is chiseling. There is this strong primitive human to late medieval human vibe, and I'm all for it. The art direction of the items and armors to even blocks reinforces this cool style. And above all, it is all very organic. There's no technology unlocking, there's no research tree, it is just you and crafting stuff to get better stuff to craft more better stuff. Vintage Story is very complex, and it's really hard to talk about it without constantly going off topic, but I will try my best now to just list some of the systems of the game. Vintage Story features many realistic survival mechanics. We have to keep a balanced diet to have more health, we have to watch our body temperature and wear warmer clothes during winter to not freeze to death.
No, please. That's the worst thing that could have happened. I fell into water while I'm freezing. Okay, it's increasing. Oh my god.
The game features fully dynamic seasons and latitude system. That means that depending on how far north or south we go, the cooler...
See, I don't know if I'm built for a game like this, bro. I don't know if I'm built for a game like this, twin. I think I'm too dumb. That's my biggest problem with the games like this, is like, holy shit. But the fact that it looks like Minecraft, and also I'm intrigued because it's like, you're like kind of in the Stone Age, which I think is cool, and then you work your way up to like medieval. Because this is like... This would be like realistically like if you were just dumped into not like the apocalypse, but kind of like the middle of nowhere to deal with yourself. Like this would be it, which is what was so captivating about Minecraft to me. As I was like, oh, there's zombies, so it's like post-apocalyptic, and you're like trying to survive and live in that world. Like that was part of the reason why like Minecraft was so cool to me. I don't know if that's because like my parents were like low-key preppers there for a little while, like right around that time in my life. My parents were like, yeah, the grid's going down by 2020. I don't know, maybe that shit's 5 years later, something of their predictions. But I was like, yeah, I can like be like building my own world. Like this is what I would do in real life. So that's kind of like what this sounds like. Like if you're thrown just into like by yourself in the middle of nowhere, it would literally be this game, which is cool. But also if it's so robust that I have to like know what I'm doing, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm built for that. I mean, it could be entertaining to just watch me totally fail at this shit.
Or hotter it will become, and the sun's movement will adjust accordingly as well. That means that in theory we can see a full midnight sun in certain places of the world, or that days are longer during summer and shorter during winter. Trees, grass and animals also interact with the temperatures. Leaves and grass blocks will change colors slowly to represent fall, and animals will drop less meat during winter to represent their lower weight due to food scarcity, making hunting harder and farming during winter near impossible.
Dead. Okay, my crops are dead.
And that's why preparing for winter is one of the best early goals of Vintage Story, and it is more than a good idea to store as much food as possible for the colder times. Apart from that, the weather is also dynamic, so rain and storms do not cover the entire world. We can easily settle in places where rain is more common or less common. We can also see the rain and storm clouds going over areas far away from the player. Even stuff like rock strata are simulated and fully dynamic. Sometimes you spawn in a limestone biome, and sometimes in a granite hellscape with only granite for thousands of blocks in each direction. And don't even start me on smithing and general crafting. Early game you will melt metals in a special dish and then pour it into molds to make tools. Molds that you physically make from clay voxels, by the way. But later you will actually hammer glowing hot ingots into shape on an anvil. You need a pickaxe? Here you go. Take a hammer and slam that chunk of metal into shape. Need plate armor? Craft like a billion plates, slap them on top of a leather armor.
I have a full plate body armor, made from tin bronze, making me indestructible, I think.
Leather that you literally make through the process of actual tanning over several in-game days in a barrel. It all seems complex, but it's really intuitive and rewarding, if a bit grindy. There's also an in-game guide tab where you can look up all the recipes and tutorials about pretty much all of the game's mechanics.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nugget.
And of course, in a standard survival crafting game fashion, evil beings come out at night to haunt the player. And even though some are rather goofy, the majority is absolutely terrifying to see running full speed at you in a cave.
Oh shit.
It's much harder during the temporal storms though, which are basically dynamic reality bending storms during which surviving outside your base might be near impossible. Due to the amount how do you pronounce it? Due to the amount of eldritch horrors just wandering around. And all that is not even the tip of the iceberg, because Vintage Story has an insane amount of little systems like that. Even stuff like cooking, baking, and farming are tenfold more complex than in Minecraft. For instance, to maximize our farming potential, we can rotate our crops depending on season. We have to remember to water our plants, use correct fertilizer, or to put up a fence to keep the pests away from our crops. There's so much organic interaction. It's like the devs just made 100 interconnected systems and just let it go wild in the world gen.
It does. Wait, I can actually eat the children. I'm so sorry. Oh, there's another one.
Can do the what?
The entire game is engaging and immersive like that, and even though some might prefer the simplicity of Minecraft, it's just hard for me to come back to it. Put 3 wheats in a row to make bread system. After I'm used to Vintage Stories, mill my own flour to mix it with water and put the dough in a preheated oven and watch my buns grow in real time system. Oh, and food of course spoils, so it's important to remember to make a little...
Sorry, at the beginning of this video I was trying to add like commentary to like, you know, be extra transformative, but I'm just kind of blown away right now. I'm just kind of sitting here in awe. So I was like, if I upload this as a video, just go watch the original one. Just go watch it and then come back here for my reaction to all this shit, so you can see some fucking dumbass caveman hillbilly looking motherfucker just here like my reaction to Vintage Story mechanics. Yo, sounds good, Puddle.
Little cold cellar where we keep our food from spoiling too quickly. Yeah, room temperature is a separate dynamic thing.
Oh my god.
Things clear, just because Vintage Story is more complex, it doesn't make it annoying or hard to understand. A lot of things actually felt really well thought out and organic during my playtime as a relatively new player. It is not hardcore by any means, but it is more demanding on your brain than an average survival game. And that's of course unless you wanna play on the wilderness survival.
That's I think that's the thing about Minecraft for me. It's like a lot of it's just like turn your brain off completely. Like for me, instead of playing Minecraft, I'd rather just play Madden. Like I'd rather just boot up Madden and play that for a while than play Minecraft, because you know it's more stimulating for me as like somebody who enjoys football. But it's like, I've done all this shit before. Like there's no real there's no oomph to it. At least for me, that's been my experience.
Mode, which is the equivalent of hardcore Minecraft. Cave-ins, soil having gravity, no map, less health, and instead of having just one life, you just respawn somewhere within like a 5,000 block radius from the spawn center. Not to mention you can adjust almost anything about the difficulty of the game, from ore spawn rates to how fast you mine and so on, making your experience as easy and chill or as hardcore as you want. But
that's fire. Okay, so I might have to buy this game and play it on stream. I'm not gonna lie. Put everything to like a easier difficulty and just be like, okay, we're gonna figure this shit out today.
This Vintage Story so special to me is the sheer depth of its world. Not just in terms of mechanics, but the feeling of actually existing in it. Exploration isn't just about finding cool terrain, although the terrain is pretty cool. It's about uncovering history. Ancient ruins are scattered around, hinting at some long-lost civilization. The game never spoon-feeds you lore. Everything is just there. The first time I found some old moss-covered ruins, I had no clue what they were. And that was exciting because I didn't know what to expect.
Hell yeah.
And then there's the underground. Caves in Vintage Story aren't just big holes in the ground with ores slapped on the walls. They are vast, dark, and actually kinda terrifying. They feel like actual underground networks full of twisting tunnels, deep pits, and echoes of monsters just blobbing around. You can't just place a few torches and call it a day. Light sources actually burn out, supplies run low. You can actually get lost down there and starve. And trust me, you do not want to be stuck underground when your last torch burns out.
Yes, 8,500 blocks away from my spawn.
But at the
What?
same time, that fear makes it all more rewarding when you finally emerge back to the surface carrying a full inventory of copper or tin or whatnot. Every ore vein feels valuable because it actually takes effort, preparation,
I was about to say that's gonna feel crazy rewarding.
and planning to get. Especially that mining system in Vintage Story is actually extremely cool. And my favorite part by far is
Go
actually
to sleep, asshole. What are you doing awake right now? What are you doing awake, little guy?
prospecting for ores, because in Vintage Story ores don't just spawn randomly. World generation takes into consideration many things, like for instance natural rock
You
strata.
have a morning date? No, you don't. Shut up. Did you finally get the balls? Did you get the balls and do it?
Meaning that some ores are more prevalent in different kinds of
With my therapist? Yeah, you would say you meeting your therapist is a morning date.
stone, and there are many kinds of stone. But when you as a player have the prospector's pick, which is a separate tool we can craft.
Anyways, Valen, I hope you have a great day and you have a good time with your therapist. Good luck. I hope you continue to open your third eye or whatever you're working on with your therapist.
We can prospect for ores by sampling rocks in a given chunk. All you have to do is just destroy 3 blocks, and you get some data on the ore present in the area. And if you prospect in a network of points, you can actually pinpoint and hunt for huge deposits purely by gathering.
Prevents us from actually doing what could help me? A lot prevents. So, are you saying that you getting freaky with your therapist is what would actually help you? Because I'm pretty sure people do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do that. You just got to keep it on the low key. You know what I'm saying?
Data and some prediction. I'm sorry, but this just straight up makes Minecraft's mining boring to me now. Finding a massive deposit of ore just because you gathered data and predicted the outcome is just pure bliss. Or prospecting a chunk and getting that high next to your ore, that signifies that you just struck a chunk with a massive amount of that resource. And that's why Vintage Story has taken over my life for the past 2 months. Every single step in progression feels meaningful. Nothing is handed.
I can see somebody with the right kind of tism matched up with the game dumping thousands of hours into it easily. Which honestly I'm with, dude.
To you, but nothing ever feels unfair either. Every tool, every piece of armor, every new thing you learn is something you earned through actual gameplay, not just slapping materials into a crafting table. The game doesn't just simulate survival, it simulates growth. And I don't mean it in terms of gear. Your knowledge as a player expands. My first playthrough was clumsy. I wasted a lot of time on the wrong things. Now on my fourth one, I progressed 10 times as fast, comparably. Already rocking all that bronze gear before even the first sound.
Bro, this video is amazing for somebody with under 5,000 subs. Actually fucking crazy with it, dude. Anyways, let's continue. I just wanted to say that.
Ended. But even after all these hours,
everyone go
I still
subscribe
feel
to this
like I'm
dude.
only scratching the surface. There's still automation I haven't messed with. There are still advanced materials I haven't crafted. There's still the entire mystery and story of the world that I haven't uncovered. And of course there are also mods, which there's surprisingly a lot considering that Vintage Stories are a rather underrated game. So yeah, Vintage Story kinda ruined Minecraft for me. Not in a bad way, I will always come back to it sooner or later for the yearly 2 weeks phase, but every time I try to go back now, I just find myself missing everything that Vintage Story adds. And I'm not saying that one game is better than the other. They are clearly made for 2 rather different audiences. Minecraft is clearly focused more on the creative stuff and appealing to a broader audience. Vintage Story, on the other hand, knows what it wants to be and slowly progresses to be that ultimate wilderness survival through the human ages kind of thing. But there is an overlap of people who will enjoy Minecraft and definitely would benefit from trying out Vintage Story as well.
Oh my god. Absolutely. Okay.
And to those people I say, go and play this game now. You will not regret it. Especially that the game gets updates very regularly and the roadmap is very clear. Devs also seem like walking green flags of gaming, so there's that.
Dude,
it's important to mention it in the year of 2025 when some devs would sell their player bases for a small pile of coins on a black market. As for me, I would play Vintage Story even more, despite the fact that I probably should take a break. But I honestly can't. I just have to go prospect for more of that tin I needed for that armor. Thanks for watching.
Dude, that's awesome. I love when people find games that they feel as passionate as this dude does about Vintage Story. Honestly, dude, I think I need to find a way to make content around Madden, high key. I need to start working on that because I love playing Madden. I love Madden so much. Not even like Madden, like not even really playing the game, but franchise mode of Madden is like by far my hyperfixation. I play that shit all the time. And I watch people build franchises, and I don't even watch anything else that they do. Like, I love MMG. I love that dude a ton. Like, his content, he's a funny-ass dude. But I couldn't really give a shit about anything else he's doing. I just watch his franchise videos and I'm like, this guy's fucking hilarious and he's good at building franchises. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. So I think I got to start doing that at some point. Maybe I'll start doing it kind of like I do the reacts, and I'll wait till late in the night/early in the morning, and then like only the people that really care about it will tap in, you know, or like care about like listening to me yap about shit. So yeah. Let's see what the comments say about this though. Enough about me. Hey guys, can't pronounce English words. Please forgive my. Oh yeah, dude. I thought this for not being able to pronounce English words. I thought this guy was fucking killing it. What the hell? So I finally tried Terraria Firmacraft. New video shows all of it, so please check it out if you have 25 minutes. Smiley face. The vintage story site. Oh, dude, hell yeah. Also, link to the video that sold me on Minecraft 13 years ago. Oh yeah, what is this? I was wondering about this.
Hi guys, just a video here. I've been getting some questions on how to make indefinite fire.
What? Hold on, let me skip ahead here. I'm getting sidetracked.
So, intact here. Bug, a bit put it in this. Now, not always, but most of.
Ooh, hey, is that how fire used to work?
Oh, sorry guys.
Ooh.
It's not supposed to happen. Oh my god.
That's goofy. This is where it all started for a lot of people. That's crazy. Anyways, sorry. Back to vintage story. Sorry, my bad. I was wondering what he was talking about earlier. I want to add that the dev said in an interview a few months ago that the game has around the 20% of the content he has planned for it. That's awesome. The new monsters are so sad. I started a passive game to be calm, and I observed the behavior of certain monsters, and it really made me shed a tear. There's one with 4 legs, which sometimes looks at its hand and stands up and raises its head towards the sky. After that, it goes back to 4 legs and writhes in pain. It also has an animation where it bangs its head against the ground. If you look closely, you'll notice he's wearing clothes, a pair of trousers, a hat, a t-shirt. He used to be human. Some merchants explained that these creatures were men once, that they defined the gods themselves and were cursed. With the Rotorus, I didn't really believe in this story, but today when I see the new cursed ones, I believe it. No spoil, but the lore of the game clearly explains what happened to them. Hint, when the merchants who sell the secret map say there are dangers in these places, they don't talk about the monsters. What? It's actually really interesting. I had no idea about the monster lore thanks to the comment. What a G. Feels wrong to say vintage stories is what Minecraft failed to be because Minecraft was never trying to be like this. Did somebody say that? I don't know. Me looking at thumbnail, a blue dude, Quip's hat, me, a Perry the platypus. This is the type of autism that only Minecraft can bring out of people. Or this is the type of autism that is only attracted by Minecraft content, bro. Holy shit. But yeah, honestly, dude, I feel the whole like Microsoft thing with Minecraft so much. Like, I feel like Minecraft could have been so much better and so much more than what it is now. And a different team could have improved it so much better. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, that's the thing about YouTube, bro. Like, this dude only having 3.7k subs and 343,000 views. Like, the way that, like, or what I was saying is like, damn, dude, this is crazy that this video is so good. This video is so good. And this dude only has this many subscribers. But that's the thing, like, sometimes if you make a really great video, it just does really well. Because we have a Minecraft movie now. Yeah, which I think, honestly, I haven't watched the movie myself, but I think it kind of proves my point. Like, Minecraft could have been so much more, but now they're just milking it dry. They're milking it dry for all that it's worth, which is, you know, kind of sad. No, but that's it. I've seen so many small YouTubers with only, like, 2 to 3k subs with such good quality content. Yeah, dude. It's crazy, bro. I mean, like, some people can see this shit and be, like, hella depressed and be like, there's people who make way shittier content with way more subscribers. But, like, in my mind, like, everything, you know, everything exists. Or, like, everything can coexist now with the way that the internet is. I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about a lot, you know? And I think that this dude, if he keeps making high quality videos like this, it is going to be fucking huge. Or, you know, in my mind, fucking huge. You know, 500,000 subscriber type beat. But yeah. Okay, dude. everything happens for a reason, in my opinion. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, dude, even back to like the Minecraft thing, like, you know, if Minecraft was supposed to be this like crazy innovative game, then it would have been, but that also probably would have alienated some of the player base, you know, that just likes the way that it's simple now and shit, and likes that it's like a popular game, you know. And then there's, you know, this vintage story game, I'm sure, has like changed the lives of the devs, and there are so many people that love this game, and now it's a whole nother game because Minecraft wasn't able to, like, you know, I don't want to say really innovate, but like, I'm not even saying like move in like a vintage story type of way, but I just feel like there's more that they could be doing. Not that I know what that could be. I just feel like after all these years, they could have achieved more and done more things true to what Minecraft was. Yeah, it's more complex Minecraft. I personally love the simplicity of Minecraft. Yeah, I just think it's like weird because right now they're kind of in a middle ground where they're like kind of trying. I watched a video essay about this, and I'm going to fumble basically breaking down what the dude was saying, but like Minecraft was simple, and now they're like trying to make it more complex in like a weird kind of way. Like they're taking it in a weird direction. Like you could have built more on the simplicity of it, like in a different direction than what they're doing now. Like it kind of feels like they are kind of a little bit, like in a very small way, trying to make it more complex and like, you know, whatever. I don't know if you really know what I'm saying. I think you kind of get what I'm trying to say. They're adding some more stuff, which even I don't understand how it works. Yeah, like they're adding stuff that like doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. It's not useful.